Today we will learn graphs. So what is graph data structure? We already learned in our previous video that graph is a set of nodes, that is vertices, and edges, that is lines connecting those vertices. Sometimes real world information is represented by graph. To represent real world information in a computer program, we need a data structure called graph data structure. So graph is an ADT, that is abstract data type. Just like other ADT, graph ADT also have some data structure and some set of operations. To create graph ADT, we need to represent graph data structure in some way. Today we will learn how to represent graph data structure in memory. So, graph representation. The most commonly used representation for graphs are adjacency matrix and adjacency list. Adjacency matrix. The adjacency matrix of G is a two-dimensional array of size n into n, where n is the number of vertices in the graph. So this is our graph. How many vertices are there? From 0 to 3, 4 vertices are there. Okay. So I can represent it by a two-dimensional array. Row wise there are 4 rows from 0 to 3, and column wise there are 4 columns from 0 to 3. Now if aij equals to 1, if the edge vi vj is in the set of edges, and aij equals to 0 if there is no such edge. So if there is one edge, then in between vi and vj, then aij equals to 1. A means this two-dimensional array. So see, if I consider this as 0 to 1 or 1 to 0, because it is not a directed graph. So if I consider this as 0 to 1, 1 to 0, so you have to place 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, 1. Both places it is 1. 0 to 1 and 1 to 0, it is 1. Next I consider 0 to 2 and 2 to 0. Okay. So 0 to 2, this place you have to write 1, and 2 to 0, this place you have to write 1. So 0 to 2 and 2 to 0, it is 1. Next I consider this edge 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. So the edge is 1 to 2 and 2 to 1. So 1 to 2 means here, 1 to 2, and 2 to 1 means here, here and here. Next consider this edge 0 to 3 and 3 to 0, it is 1. So 0 to 3 and 3 to 0, it is 1. And remaining all places are 0 because no edge is there. So this is the adjacency matrix representation of this graph. If there is one edge, corresponding place is 1, otherwise 0. See representation of a graph. First you have to write one macro hash define max node 4. Means in our whole program where max node occurs, it will be replaced by 4. Actually, I want to declare one two-dimensional integer array of size 4 by 4. So int adj, int is the data type, adj is the array name, and max node means 4 by 4 size. Actually, I want to declare this array, okay, of 4 by 4 size. Now, write a routine to insert an edge in the graph. So function name is insert. I want to insert an edge in this graph. So I have to pass the array and the vertices in between these two vertices I want to insert the edge. Say the vertices is V1 and V2. Say it is 2 and 3. In between 2 and 3 I want to insert the edge. So what is the value of V1? It is 2. What is the value of V2? It is 3. So in between 2 and 3 I want to insert an edge. See, 2 and 3 means here 2 to 3, here should be 1, and also 3 to 2, here should be 1 because it is not a directed graph. So what you have to do, what should be the coding? Coding will be adj v1 v2 it is 1 and adj v2 v1 it is 1. Write a routine to delete an edge from the graph. So you have to do just the opposite of the previous one. Means here function name is remove. Here you have to pass this two-dimensional array ADJ and V1 and V2 where you want to remove the edge. See, I want to remove this edge 2, 3. Okay, so what you have to do? You have to remove this. So you have to give 0 and 0 here in between 2 and 3 and 3 and 2. So ADJ V1 and V2 is 0. Also ADJ V2 V1 is 0 because it is undirected graph. So in this way, you can insert an edge in the graph and you can remove an edge from the graph. Now we will learn program to implement adjacency matrix. See the discussion. See, first I define one macro, hash define V4 means in the total program where V occurs, it will be replaced by the value 4. Actually, I want to declare this matrix, this 4 by 4 matrix, two-dimensional matrix. So, int ADJ matrix V means 4 by 4. 4 rows are there and 4 columns are there. It is an integer matrix. Now, I call one function init that initialize ADJ matrix. Okay, so call that function init. It initialize matrix to 0. So function name is init. I am passing this two-dimensional array, this array. Okay, and I want to initialize all values as 0. So how I can initialize? There is two for loop. One is for row, another is for column. And arr ij equals to 0. In this way, I have to initialize all values to 0. Now, I want to add edge to this matrix. How I can add edge? Where there is an edge, there should be 1. So 0, 1, 1, 0 because it is not a directed graph, there should be 1. So 0, 1, 1, 0 it is 1. Also for 0, 3, 3, 0 it is 1. 0, 2, 2, 0 it is 1 and 1, 2, 2, 1 it is 1. So I am calling one function add edge that can add edge to this matrix. So function name is add edge. I am passing this two-dimensional array and the source vertex and the destination vertex both are integer. So arr ij equals to 1. First time what is the value of I? It is 0. What is the value of j? It is 1. Second time it is 0. Value of I is 0. Value of j is 2. In this way, by repeatedly calling add edge function, I can add edge to this matrix. So after adding edge, this is our result. Now I want to print our matrix. So how I can print this matrix? By calling one print ADJ matrix function. See the function? Here also I am passing this two-dimensional array. Okay? And there is two for loops, one for row, another for column. And I am printing this whole array. Now see, after each row, for printing the next row, there should be one slash n because it is the next row. So I am printing the next row in the next line. That's why I am writing slash n. In this way, I can print this total two-dimensional array, that is this adjacency matrix. Now see the program. Program to implement adjacency matrix in C. So this is our program and this is our required output. So this is macro definition we already discussed. This is the initialization of this matrix by 0. This is add edge function for adding edge to this matrix and this is print ADJ matrix function for printing adjacency matrix. Okay, and this is our main. Here first I declare one two-dimensional array ADJ matrix, then call the function init for initialization, then call the function add edge for adding a new edge to the matrix, and then print ADJ, call the function print ADJ matrix for printing the matrix. Now I am showing the total code. Pause this video and try to do it by your own. Now when I run the program, see, I get the required output. Adjacency list. In this representation, the n rows of the adjacency matrix are represented as n linked list. In case of adjacency matrix, if in our graph there are n nodes, then in case of adjacency matrix there are n rows. Here it is n linked list. There is one list for each vertex of the graph. The nodes in the list I represent the vertices that are adjacent from vertex I. Each list has a head node. First see, if I start from V1, the connected node of V1 are V2 and V3. There is no sequence. You can first add V3 then V2 also. Because no other node is connected with V1, so this link portion is null. Here, after V2, this link portion holds the address of V3. You can first add V3 then V2 also. So for remaining nodes, for V2, it is V1, V4, V3 and V5. No other node is connected with V2. Then for V3, it is V1, V2 and V5. See, for V3, it is V1, V2 and V5. For V4, it is V2 and V5. V2 and V5 and then null. And for V5, it is V4, V2 and V3. So this is adjacency list representation of this graph. Now see the adjacency list representation in C. First see the discussion. See adjacency list representation in C. This is our graph, an undirected graph, and corresponding adjacency list is this. Now how you can implement using C. First you have to create this node. In this node there are two parts. First one is vertex, where the information of the node will be stored, and second one is next, that holds the address of the next node. So what will be the structure for this node? Structure name is node, int vertex, because all information is integer, so int vertex, vertex is integer, and struct node star next, means next can hold address of next node, and that node is of struct node type. So this is one self-referential structure. Struct node star next means next can hold address of another node. See, there is another structure graph. Name of the structure is graph. Member variables are int num vertices. Num vertices holds how many number of vertices are there. Here it is 4, 0 to 3. We will assign. And second one is very important. It is struct node double star adj list. Means adj list holds an address. That address also holds an address, and that is the address of node type variable. So adj list is what? Adj list is the base address of this memory chunk. See, here there is one memory chunk, and adj list is the base address of this memory chunk, means the starting address of this memory chunk, this memory chunk. So adj list is an address. It is the base address of this memory chunk, and it holds some address. Okay, it holds another address. Okay, it holds another address means it is the address of say 100. Okay, it is the address say 100, and 100 is the address of this node. Then how we can get 200, 300, 400? We will discuss later. But see, I repeat, adj list is an address. What is that address? It is the address, base address of this memory chunk, base address or starting address of this memory chunk. Adj list holds another address, that is the address of this node. Say adj list holds 100, and 100 is the address of this node. Say this node, the starting node, whose info is 1. And how we can get this 200, 300 and 400, we will discuss later. Now we have to create a new node using create node function. Okay, so function name is create node, and we are passing the info of that node. Okay, so function name is create node, we are passing the info, and by using malloc we have to create. So malloc allocate at the time of run struct node size memory chunk. So struct node size memory chunk it allocates and it returns the initial address to the variable new node. Okay, so how we can declare the variable new node? Struct node star new node means new node can hold address of any struct node type variable. I repeat, malloc allocate at the time of run struct node size memory chunk and it returns the base address of that memory chunk and it will store to the variable new node. So you have to declare new node. How you can declare? New node holds the address of any node. So you have to declare in this way struct node star new node. Now you have to assign the value because we are accessing through pointer variable through address. So you have to use arrow operator. New node arrow vertex equals to v and new node arrow next equals to null. First time there is no node after this node, so it is null. And I am returning the base address of this newly created node. So return new node. So I am returning the base address of this newly created node. So the return type is struct node star. Struct node star means I am returning the address of this node. I am writing another function create a graph where I am passing the parameter int vertices. Vertices means how many number of vertices are there. It is 4. Now I have to allocate this memory rather. So how you can allocate? Malloc allocate size of memory chunk at the time of run. Size of graph size memory chunk at the time of run. By using malloc we can allocate. So I repeat, malloc allocate at the time of run graph size memory chunk at the time of run and it returns the base address of this memory chunk. Okay, so what is the base address of this memory chunk? It is stored in the variable graph. So graph, see, it is small g and it is capital G. Here structure name is, see, here structure name is capital G. I am writing here capital G and the variable name it is small g. Okay, so what is graph type variable? Graph is a pointer type variable that holds address of graph structure. So you have to declare graph small this graph variable. How you can declare? Struct graph star graph means graph can hold address of graph type variable. Okay. So the starting address of this memory chunk is stored in this graph. Now say the base address of this memory chunk say 2000. Okay, now by using 2000 I want to access this location. How you can access? Using arrow operator. So here I want to assign number of vertices 4. So how you can write? Graph arrow num vertices equals to vertices means 2000 arrow num vertices. Num vertices is this location means this variable. Here I am assigning 4. Vertices value is 4, so it is 4. Next, ADJ list. What is ADJ list? ADJ list is the address of this memory chunk. See this memory chunk, address of this memory chunk. Now see, this list holds all the starting address of this linked list. Okay, starting address of this linked list, this linked list, this linked list and this linked list. Means what? It holds 100, 200, 300 and 400. They are of type struct node star means they are all address and of type struct node star. They are the address of node struct node. So how many addresses are there? 4 because 4 nodes are there. So here I want to allocate 4 into size of struct node star size means malloc allocate at the time of run vertices into size of struct node star and it returns the starting address to ADJ list means this ADJ list holds the address of this memory chunk. Okay, and this memory chunk size is vertices into size of struct node star because there are 4 nodes. So 4 into size of struct node star. ADJ list is the member variable of this structure. So to access this variable, you have to use arrow operator. So graph arrow ADJ list equals to malloc vertices into size of struct node star. There are 4 address, so it is vertices into size of struct node star. Now I want to initialize ADJ list as null. How I can initialize? I start one for loop. It will execute from 0 less than vertices, means 4 times. There are 4 vertices, so it will execute 4 times, and I initialize all values of ADJ list as null. Means first time ADJ list 0 equals to null, next time ADJ list 1 equals to null, in this way. And I return the address of the graph. See, it is 2000 say, then I have to return the address. Now I want to add a new edge between two nodes. Say the nodes values are S and D, source and destination. So I have to pass the source node and also the destination node value, both are integer, and I have to pass the address of this graph, that is I have to pass the address, that is 2000. Say in our example it is 2000. Now see, because it is undirected graph, so if I add an edge from source to destination, then also we have to add another edge from destination to source. Now see, first time what you have to do, I am calling create node function by passing the value d. See here, when I am calling create node function by passing the value d, what is the info? It is d, that is the vertex value is d. And this function returns what? This function returns the initial address of the newly created node. So this address will store where? This address will store in this variable new node. So this is our new node. What is the info portion? Info is 1. And what is the value of new node? It is the address of the newly created node. It is 1000. And next is null. We already assigned here. Next is null. So here, this is our newly created node. I repeat, this is our newly created node. Info is 1. Next is null. And this function returns the initial address 1000. So value of new node is 1000. I want to add a new node between S to D. S value is 0 and D value is 1. That is source and destination. Source value is 0 and destination value is 1 between 0th vertex and first vertex. Okay. So what you have to do? You have to first create the node we already created. Now I want to add. See here, new node arrow next means this is our new node. Next part is this. Here you have to give graph arrow ADJ list S. S value is 0. So ADJ list 0. It is null. So this null will be written here. So this null here, in place of this null, you have to write null here. This null will be written here. Though it is already null, but you have to written this null here. And then graph arrow ADJ list S equals to new node. ADJ list S means 0. So ADJ list 0. Here you have to give address of new node. It is 1000. So here you have to write 1000. Now, because it is an undirected graph, again you have to add another edge from D to S. Again you have to create a node whose info is S, that is 0. Now, new node arrow next equals to graph arrow ADJ list T. ADJ list D means 1. So ADJ list T means here it is null. This null will be written here. Here it is null. And you have to write at ADJ list T the new node address. You have to insert. So ADJ list T means what? T means what? T means 1. Here you have to give the new node address. So it is 2000. Now see, I want to add another edge between source to destination. Source is 0 and destination is 2. So this edge 0 to 2, that is 0 to 2. So first I have to create this node 2. See here. First I have to create this node by calling create node function whose info is 2. So I am creating this node. This is our node. Okay. Now what you have to do, this node is already connected. It is 1000 and it is 1000. So there was one connection between here and another connection here, because address is 2000 here. See, this is 1000, there was one connection and there is another connection. Now I want to add a new node from 0 to 2. How you can add? So here source is 0 but destination is 2. So first create this node. Info is 2. Next is null. What is the value of new node? Say the address is 3000. What you have to do? Next node arrow next equals to graph arrow adj list s. Adj list s. Here s is 0. Here you have to give next node arrow next. So next is what? Next is 1000. So here you have to give 1000. Okay, I repeat. New node arrow next means new node is this. New node arrow next here. What you have to do? ADJ list S. Give ADJ value of ADJ list S. S is 0. So ADJ list S is 1000. Give 1000 here. Okay. And graph arrow ADJ list S equals to new node. ADJ list S is 0. So ADJ list S here. Here you have to give the new node address. That is, what is the address of new node? It is 3000. So it is 3000. So see how the link is created. See how link is created. This node address, that is whose info is 2, address is 3000, it is stored here, and this node address, that is whose info is 1, this node address 1000 is stored here. In this way link is created. Now see here in the figure, first 0, then it is connected by 1, then it is connected by 2. In this way here also we already create this node, it is 2 and it is 1. In this way you can add a new node in the ADJ list. Print graph function prints all the adjacency list. Here I am passing the initial address of the graph structure, that is 2000. I start one for loop for v equals to 0, v less than graph arrow num vertices v plus plus. So how many times this loop will execute? Num vertices value is 4. So this loop will execute from 0 to less than 4, that is 4 times. Okay. Now first time, what is the value of ADJ list v? V is 0, so ADJ list v is 100. Second time, what is the value of ADJ list v? V is 1, so it is 200. Third time it is 300, and fourth time when v value is 3, ADJ list v is 400. Now each time I store this address to the variable temp. So what is the data type of temp? Temp can hold address of any node. So temp data type is struct node star. So what is the data type of temp? It is struct node star. Temp can hold address of any node. So first time what is the value of temp? It is when v is 0, temp value is 100. So when I print v, it will print 0. Now while temp means while it is not null. What is the value of temp? Temp is first time 100. Till we get null, we have to print the vertex and temp equal to temp arrow next. See in this figure, first time what is the value of temp? It is 100. Till we get null, we are printing the vertex of each node. First I print 1, then temp equal to temp arrow next. I print 2, temp equal to temp arrow next. I print 3, then temp equal to temp arrow next. It is null, so stop. In case of second list, what is the value of v? V is 1. So ADJ list v1 means 200. So what is the value of temp? 200. I am printing 1. After that, while temp, what is the value of temp? It is 200. So till we get null here, till we get null, I am printing 0 first, then temp equal to temp arrow next. I am printing 2, then temp equal to temp arrow next, it is null. So in this way, see here, first print the vertex, then temp equal to temp arrow next till we get null. In this way, you have to print all the list, and after completion of each list, there is one /n, means we will print the next list in the next line. Now our main function. In case of main function, here I call create a graph function by passing the number of nodes. See here, this is create a graph function by passing the number of nodes, and this function returns what? The address of the graph structure, that is 2000. See here, this function returns the address of graph structure, that is 2000. Now call the function addEdge by passing the address of the graph structure, the source vertex and destination vertex. See the function addEdge, you have to pass the address of the graph structure, the source vertex value and the destination vertex value. So in this way, you can add edge in your graph. Now your task is to print graph. Print all the adjacency list. So call the function print graph by passing the address of the graph structure. So see, this is our print graph. Here we only pass the address of the graph structure. In this way, you create a graph, you can add edge and you can print the graph. Now see the code for adjacency list representation in C. So this is the program for adjacency list representation in C. This is node structure. This is graph structure. This is the function for create a new node we already discussed. This is the function for create a graph, and this is add edge function for adding a new edge from source to destination, also from destination to source, and this is the function for printing the graph. So this is main function. First create a graph, call the function create a graph for creating the graph, then call the function add edge for adding edge, and then call the function print graph for printing the graph. Now I am showing the total code. Pause this video, try to do it by your own. Now when I run the program, we get the required output. So these are your programming assignment. Write a C program to implement adjacency matrix representation in C, and write a C program to implement adjacency list representation in C. So you can get help from this video how to implement this adjacency matrix and adjacency list using C. Now these are your homework. Try to choose the correct option and answer me in the comment section what is the correct option. I am waiting for your reply. Pause this video, try to choose the correct option and answer me in the comment section. For getting more and more updates, please like, share and subscribe my channel. That's all for today. Thank you.